Alright, so I'm going to be talking about the new Fairy Tail opening as well as the latest episode, which if I'm correct is a precursor or the beginning to the upcoming filler arc, which if I'm correct is supposed to be about the celestial spirits, so it kind of makes sense and maybe something with this episode, even though it felt for the most part very simplistic. It might have some sort of relevance to why this new threat is here in the upcoming episodes. Now, for the most part, regarding the opening, the visuals felt pretty lazy. It was as if they were like saving a budget. Hopefully that's the case for the upcoming canon arc when they have an opening, a new opening then, because it's like, yeah, the visuals was just for the most part very simplistic, and it was like the best animation you have in the actual goddamn opening. It's like Erza's jiggle physics. It's like, yeah, so as far as the opening goes, the song was alright. It's not something that I can see myself like getting into or anything like that, or like jamming to, but I guess I wouldn't really mind listening to the song when the opening plays, so it's not that bad. But as far as the visual goes, it was just very like so overall the opening not too impressive, to be honest with you. And again, it's a filler arc, but when you're coming into a filler arc, you're hoping for everything else. Even if it's just filler content, you're wanting everything else to be at least very awesome, so that way you'd be like, oh shit, I really want to check this out. And to be honest with you, for the most part, the episode as a whole, if I didn't know that there was going to be some content regarding the celestial spirits, I would have felt like this was just another episodic filler up until the end, because the ending part of the episode I felt was pretty good, kind of going into Lucy's backstory, and kind of, it almost felt as though it was foreshadowing something, but just her and Aquarius being alone and they're talking and seeing the flashbacks with her, that was the good stuff. Everything before that, a lot of it was comedic, and it was kind of playing off of the whole dragon arc, which is good that they try to fit it with the canon. And to be honest with you, the one thing that makes me really want to watch this filler arc is that I know Hiro Mashima in the past, like if I'm correct, the last long filler arc that Fairy Tail had before it went into Grand Magic Games and then ended for a while, that filler arc, if I'm correct, Hiro kind of wrote in the manga that it actually happened. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this is sort of kind of canon to the manga. I don't know exactly how it's going to fit, and again, it might not be this case for this particular arc because he wrote it there last time, doesn't mean he's going to do it this time. So I'm like, I want to check it out at the release. And this episode, again, it was pretty standalone feeling. I mean, her giving everyone a wish. If it was me personally, I would have said, all right, Lucy, Yukino, threesome for like, I don't know, 10 days straight. Let's go. That's my wish. And I guess it was all right to see some of the celestial spirits again. Kind of funny. Some of the stuff was funny, I ain't gonna lie. But for the most part, it just felt very standalone up until the end. I think Aquarius's bit was the best bit, to be honest with you, because it was going back into Lucy's backstory of how she felt very lonely as a kid. She didn't really have friends, and she used to summon Aquarius all the time to play with her or just talk to her, even if she was like a bitch to her, which is very interesting that some people, they're so lonely that even if you're a fucking asshole, you treat them like shit, they want you around. I guess you know what they say is true. Misery needs company. And it kind of felt very touching to see them at the end together, bonding or whatever. So yeah, just seeing their relationship and the dynamics of it was a little bit interesting and a little bit heartwarming. But for the most part, this episode, yeah, it kind of felt like maybe it might have relevance later. Maybe something, my prediction, I guess I'm going to throw out there, maybe them being summoned one by one opened up the gates for people to come in or something. I don't know. It's going to have some sort of relevance, I'm imagining, to them being summoned. Maybe all of their people found out, or alter universes of them. I have no idea, honestly. But judging from the preview, a lot of these characters look very similar to the celestial spirits that we know. So maybe it's distant relatives, or maybe something along the lines of that, and they're coming to seek revenge, or they want rewards as well. Everyone wants a soul train of Lucy blowing them. Okay, let me stop. So yeah, not too random an episode, to be honest with you. And again, if I didn't know any better, I honestly would have said this was standalone. So I'm going to give this one a 5.5 out of 10. The best bits was the end with Aquarius, and some of the comedic bits were cool and all. I did not care to see Happy Afro, and you will understand that if you're an anime-only viewer later on down the road when we get back to canon. But yeah, it was like, it was all right. It was kind of like average-ish, kind of around there. Art and animation looked pretty, at least. And before I forget to mention, I did like the ending quite a bit. I felt it was better ending than some of the previous endings. But as far as openings go, the past two openings that we have blew this opening out the water. Let me know what you thought of this episode. What is your predictions regarding the upcoming threat? If you see the opening, you definitely see some of the characters that were in the preview, which is probably, again, going to be the main villains of the upcoming filler arc. And what do you think about this episode? Did you feel it was heartwarming to see Aquarius and Lucy bonding and kind of seeing their relationship from when Lucy was younger, and your overall thoughts. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that would be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.